The goal is to find a cure to end Alzheimer's. And in order to do that, there has to be funding, and there have to be volunteers who are willing to help with that funding and to raise awareness and support.
The Walk to End Alzheimer's is a tremendous event, not just for communities, not just for research, but for caregiver support. The money we raise through the Walk to End Alzheimer's goes toward our advocacy, it goes toward our research, and it goes toward providing all of our programs to the community. All of our educational programs, support groups are free of charge to the community because of the money we've raised through the Walk. Also, the Walk puts money into research. Right now, we have about $430 million out in research grants around the world. That's what the Walk enables us to do.
I would say the importance of the walk is to bring people together. This is such a scary disease, and I feel like a lot of people feel trapped and they have so many questions, and once a patient becomes so immersed in it, the caretaker and the family, they get so kind of bogged down and they start to feel like they're alone. Having everybody come together, they can not only meet other people, but hear their stories, find out, who their doctors are, and also get that help and support that they need. For our family, we walk in memory of my aunt, and it's a kind of a way to remember why this association exists and to help other families to get to the point where one day there isn't an Alzheimer's, that there is a cure. So I think just bringing those people together makes a huge difference.
We noticed my dad asking the same questions and having the same conversations with them, 10, 15 minutes apart. And for about 2 years, we were trying to convince him that there was something that needed to be done to look at and getting with his doctors because we noticed that his memory loss was fading more rapidly than it should be. He was about 76, 77 at the time, and we officially got the diagnosis, after that 2-year struggle. It takes a lot of patience, and you have to have that as a caregiver or anyone dealing with someone with Alzheimer's or any type of memory loss. Being able to understand what they're going through and have patience around it. A lot of times, things that come up that could make someone angry, it's not the person themselves, it's the disease. And you have to understand that and recognize that it's still the same person, but the disease is taken over.
The Alzheimer's Association, we're very focused on caregiver health. We understand that being a caregiver for someone with a dementia diagnosis can be exhausting physically, emotionally, financially. And so we put a lot of our resources into supporting caregivers. And we do that through education, we do it through support groups, we do it through our 1-800 helpline that's available 24 hours a day. We try to make sure that people know resources that are available so that as a caregiver, they're not going through this alone.
It is very important for organizations such as Medical Properties Trust to be involved in volunteering and providing resources as well as funding. I'm very proud to work for Medical Properties Trust from the standpoint that not only do they allow their employees to be involved in various charitable organizations such as Alzheimer's Association of Alabama, but also encouraging it and encouraging us to get involved in the communities that we serve.
Companies like MPT are just tremendous partners to have. They help us reach the community, they help us resource to the community, they of course help us raise money, which is very important, but more importantly, they help us through the people they bring into the effort. They're not just writing checks, they have employees of their organization are actually in the trenches with us, that are on our board, that are on our Young Professionals board, that are helping us to reach the community, that are helping us to carry our resources, that are helping us with the walk, that are helping us with advocacy. So that's tremendous to have partners like MPT that are willing to put their resources behind us.
So when I'm walking today, I'll be thinking of two things. I'll be thinking of my dear grandmother, Catherine Davis, who fought Alzheimer's for many, many years and ultimately lost that battle. But also, I'll be thinking about all of the benefits of all who are here supporting this cause in finding a cure for Alzheimer's ultimately, and bringing hope and bringing support to those who are dealing with it currently.